Cori cycle is the process by which lactate produced in the muscles during anaerobic exercise is transported to the liver, converted back into the glucose, and then sent back to the muscle. So during anaerobic conditions or anaerobic exercise, what happens is that the muscles they convert the glucose to pyruvate and then eventually to lactate, and this produces only 2 ATP, which is very less, but it's still enough to work in an oxygen deprived state. And then this lactate is sent into the blood by the muscle. From the blood, this goes into the liver. Liver takes up this lactate and it eventually converts it back to the glucose. And this needs 6 ATP. And then glucose is sent again to the muscle. So this is the entire glucose cycle, a Cori cycle, in which what happens is that the glucose is converted to lactate, right? That's because of the anaerobic conditions of the body, and then that lactate is sent to the blood. From the blood, it's taken up by the liver. Liver converts it to glucose, and that glucose is again sent to the back to the muscle. So, skeletal muscle, there's low oxygen. Glucose is converted to lactate. This occurs during anaerobic glycolysis, and this produces 2 ATP. Lactate enters the blood. It is carried from the muscle to the liver, and the liver is again converted to the glucose via the gluconeogenesis. This requires 6 ATP. Glucose released into the blood. Glucose returns to the muscle for use, and this prevents. Now what is the overall purpose of this entire Cori cycle? Even though we are producing way less energy and we're using even more energy, so what's the point of this? The major point is to maintain the levels of the lactate, because you do not want highly accumulated lactate in the blood. So in order for that to be, you know, maintained at a normal level, you need Cori cycles. It prevents lactic acid accumulation, it maintains blood glucose level, it allows muscles to keep working during oxygen deficiency. So even though there is oxygen deficiency, so at least this muscle it got its glucose back, so it will keep working. It will not just stop working and be atrophied. No. Energy aspect, muscle gains 2 ATP and liver spends 6 ATP. So body has a net loss of 4 ATP. When is Cori cycle activated? It's activated in intense exercise in hypoxia and aerobic conditions. And RBC metabolism, RBCs always use this cycle because they do not have oxygen, or RBCs they do not have the mitochondria. So that's the reason they need to use this. So yes, that's about it.